Good day, viewers. Our lecture of today is the continuation of the fifth lecture of GSE 322, measure of central tendency, mode of group data. In our last lecture, we have found, or we have seen how to find the median of group data. So today, in the continuation, we are going to find the mode. On the board, we have the question that is saying find the mode weight of frequency distribution of 100 participants in a conference as shown below. So here is the table given to us, and we are asked to find the model or the mode weight of what? Of the 100 participants in a conference. So now, the solution here, let's do the solution here, because as usual we are going to extend the table. So there is formula for finding the mean of group data, mode of group data, which says the mode is equal to L1 plus open bracket fx over fx plus fy close bracket c. So this is the formula, and they all have what meaning. This L stands for lower class boundary of the model class. Then this F stands for the difference between the frequency of the model class and the class before it, while this Fy means the difference of the frequency of the model class and the class after, while C stands for class size. So now, let's go back to the table. This is talking about the class boundary, but we have weight kg, we have frequency, and we don't have class boundary. So now, we need to find class boundary. In our last lecture, when we were finding the median, I told you that the way to find the class boundary is by subtracting 0.5 from the lower limit and adding it to the lower upper limit. Subtracting 0.5 from the lower limit, adding 0.5 to the upper limit. Therefore, the class boundary of this distribution, class boundary, the class boundary of this distribution is going to be 39.5 to 49.5. Then the next one is going to be 49.5 to 59.5. Then the next one is 59.5 to 69.5. Then the next one is 69.5 to 79.5. Then the next one is 79.5 to 89.5. Then second to the last is 89.5 to 99.5. Then the last one is 99.5 to 109.5. So this is what the class boundary. So we have gotten our class boundary. So what next? This fx is talking about the difference between the frequency of the model class and the class before the model class. So now we have to go back to the table and find out where is our model class. Where is our what? Our model class. So now how do we determine the model class? Is by coming to the frequency. Which class has the highest frequency? Of course, this 30 is the what? Is the highest frequency. So the whole of this, all these figures, they belong to the what? To the model class. All these figures, they belong to the what? All this row is what? Model class. So, having identified our model class, then what next? Is the substitution of the values, of the formula with the values. So now, we have a lower class boundary of the model class. What is the lower class boundary of the model class? Which is 69.5 is our lower class boundary of the model class. Then plus, open bracket, fx, frequency of the model class and the class before the model class. What is the class before the model class? Frequency of the class before the model class is this 22. Is the class before the model class. So therefore we have 30 minus 22 over fx remain open bracket 30 minus 22, then we close bracket, then plus fy, frequency of the model class and the frequency after the model class. So this is the frequency of the model class and this is the frequency after the model class. Therefore, we have open bracket 30 minus what? 17. Times C. C is talking about the class size. How do we determine the class size? We have two methods or two ways of what? Finding the class size. We can choose any of the class here and say, if we choose this of the model class, we say that upper limit minus the lower limit plus 1 is going to give us the class size. We can also come here and subtract lower class boundary from what? From the upper class boundary of the model class. They are going to all give us the same thing. So now let's take this one. C is equal to upper class boundary, which is 79.5 minus 69.5. When you use your calculator, you see that it will give us what? 10. So therefore we write 10 here. So now we have mode, we have 30 minus 32. Therefore, this implies that 69.5 plus 30 minus 22 is going to give us 8. 30 minus 22 also is going to give us over 8 plus 30 minus 17 is going to give us 13. Then we close the bracket and say times 10. So now, plus 13 is going to give us what? 8 plus 13 is of course 21. And what? Therefore, we have 69.5 plus 8 over 21 times 10. We have 8 over 21 times 10, and in mathematics we have to finish with the what? With the bracket, then we go to what? Then we go to the multiplication. So how do we do? In our last class, I taught us how to what? How to find the division of a decimal like this. But in order to save time, in this case we use calculator to get the answer, because we have been taught previously. Therefore, 8 divided by 21 is going to give us 0.38. So now 69.5 plus 0.38 times 10. Therefore, we say that 0.38 times 10 plus 69.5. So very simple. Let's do it sharply here. 0.38 times 10. Very simple. We take this one first. 0 times 8 is of course 0. 0 times 3 is what? Is 0 also. Then 0 times 0 is also 0. Then we take the second one, which is this one. We say that 1 times 8 is going to give us 8. Then 1 times 3 is of course 3. Then 1 times 0 is 0. So now, remember we have points. And what do? We do addition by now. So we say 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 8 is 8, 0 plus 3 is 3, then 0, nothing plus 0 is also 0. Then remember that we have 0,380 or 380. We forget about this 0, or let's write it because we are going to place our decimal point. So now you remember we have point here. So what we shall do is we shall come here and count how many figures or how many digits that are after the decimal point. 1, 2. Having gotten 2 digits that are after the decimal point, then we come to the answer here and count 2 digits and place our decimal point. Then 1, 2, then we place our decimal point. So therefore, our result is the same as 3.8. Therefore, we now have 69.5 plus 3.8. So now we have 69.5 plus 3.8. So let's do it here. 69.5 plus 3.8. 5 plus 8 is going to give us 13. Then we write 3, we carry 1, dot dot, we put our dot. Then 9 plus 3 is going to give us 12, plus 1 is 13. We also write 3, we are carrying 1. 6 plus nothing here is 6, plus 1 is 7. Therefore, our result here is 73.3 kg. So this is the final answer of today's question. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it to other colleges of education students. If you have questions, ask on the comment section, like and subscribe to our channel so that once we upload new video, you'll be notified. Thank you for watching. Until we meet in the next lecture.